Hi guys, welcome to Reality React, and in this channel we watch reality TV shows to recap, review, and for the fun of it. And today I'll be recapping Makoti, Are You the One? And it starts with Tamara video calling her boyfriend to find out, just to check up on him, and she wishes that he was there so that she could hold him, kiss him, and all of those things. And she just says that your mother is still shouting. I don't know what Tamara expects from that mother, because there's no change that's coming from her. And then remember, Bridget was cleaning the yard. Now that she's going into the house to make breakfast for the family, and the hangover is hanging for her because she's even worried about whether the eggs will have too much salt. And I think I get her, because making breakfast for so many people can be challenging if you are not used to it. Like she says, in her home, when she comes back from the MC, she can sleep up until 2. In this family, the mother-in-law knew that Bridget came home at around 5 or 6, but she still woke her up to clean the yard and then make breakfast. And then remember, Pindile was complaining about the roaches in the mamazala's house, but in this case, she's being after she cleaned the inside of the house, she had the person that she was left with, the niece to that mother, went to introduce her around the people in the yard, in the back rooms, and she found out that some of them are part of the family. And after that, she started cleaning the stoop after she went to get a mask to cover her mouth and her nose, because her mouth and her nose, because she has sinuses. I get it, but is it that dusty? You know what? It's just sinuses. I don't know. I think it's fine for her to be able to cover herself. And Zizo also called her man Polani, and they talk about the geezer situation where she went to see Polani, and Polani felt like, you know what, I'm the geezer. She was here to make sure that I'm not with anybody else. And I'm like, I hope Polani is not a cheatist like Utemba ka Bridget, because I feel like that's the stunt you can pull for someone that can cheat on you. I think for Bridget, for Zizo to do this was very unnecessary, and it put a dent on the relationship with the mother-in-law. You can see that she's only forgiving her because she did that with her other son Bonga, and you can see that she's not really hush about it. But I think of all the mother-in-laws, even when they were making breakfast, of all the mother-in-laws, she seems to be easygoing, and maybe she really wants this for her son, because she wants Zizo to get married. Because while they were having breakfast, after they were done making the breakfast, we also found out that this mother is actually a chef, and she tries to eat healthy and stuff like that. And then she says that while they were eating breakfast, those people that she were there when this lady was welcomed the previous day are there now, and they are now eating breakfast together. And she shows them the video of this lady dancing, and she says Phola is the one that posted this video, but Zizo, I don't know if she's lying, because these ladies have tendencies of lying. She tells us that this video is old and it was not done the previous day, the previous night. So Bonga was not there when she did the video. And actually, Bonga was actually not there the whole time when she went to fix the geyser, which was to see her boyfriend. He was not there because he went to watch soccer somewhere else, the way they explained it. Not the sister-in-laws or the aunt-in-laws trying to explain to her that, you know what, once you get married, you need to let go of this dancing thing, and you need to focus on your relationship and stuff like that. I'm like, good advice, sure. I don't know, Zizo, she seems apologetic, but she's not saying I am sorry for leaving your house, ma, because I feel like that's important. Because you can't say that. So this was Paula's mom's issue, that it seems like they are not respecting her house. That makes sense, because they ask so that they stay. I know this process, I don't really fully agree with it, but I like the storyline of this much, the depiction of some of the mother-in-laws, the ones that are good. But for them to ask that, can you please do this 21 days at your house? And Paula says, I won't be there, but I want you guys to build a relationship. And then to in the middle of the night, you're going to the mother-in-law, telling her that I need to leave because the geese out what? And then you are saying that Paula will take long, while it was closer to Paula's time to knock off. Like, nah, man. I think this process can be done by people who really trust each other, or by people like Bridget, because after she made breakfast, her fiance came in, and then he was he was being apologetic because he left Bridget the previous day without talking to her for some time, and he didn't say what happened at night. And apparently they met up at the event, and this guy denies this, and I'm just like, this relationship is somehow, man. No, and then when they were talking, now he gives her like 1,000 rands or something like that. He counted the 200 rands and give to her. And I'm like, sir, come on, man. As much as this girl is, she can see that this whole thing that he's doing, he's trying to avoid the conversation because he knows that he's in the wrong for ignoring her. Maybe he was seeing the other woman. I don't know what was going on. Maybe they would clarify for us in the next episode so that we know what he was up to while his woman was busy. Actually, she was also out as well. Like these women, they're like, we want to do this, but we want to do it our own way. Do it accordingly. Ask for permission if you need to go. Be honest and all of those things. Because Bridget served these people breakfast and still lied to them, guys. She lied. She said that something was wrong with her car. The car that they were using, it broke down, and her battery was dead. Imagine that you are having breakdown in the AMs. This lady, no, man. And this mother-in-law can see that, oh no, you are lying to me. This thing is not true. And I'm like, why must he lie? Except that the father-in-law is the one that said that maybe they communicated with the mother-in-law. At least they got to eat breakfast at the same time. And one of the boys as they're eating says that he doesn't eat eggs. And then the mother-in-law says, oh, you can't really confirm these people. You'll never know whether they will eat or not. Guys, so we move to Tamara's in-law. So she's cleaning the sitting room, and the sister-in-law comes in, and she says that, I know that there's something you want to discuss with Ma. I'll advise that you do not talk to her. And I'm like, good shot, you're right. You can't be getting into my home the first day you are trying to confront me about something that seems like it's this mother-in-law's personality. The shouting, the way she talks, seems like you are fighting and you do not know what you are fighting about. And then she served them breakfast, right? She's full on breakfast. And then this mother-in-law does not eat because she needs to feed the baby. Apparently, Tamara made the soft porridge later after the breakfast. So this baby had not eaten. And then when Tamara says she wants to feed the baby, the mother-in-law says, no, I'll feed her. You wasted time. Should have brought them to her first. And what? Hey, guys, they're shouting. I'm like, This is what Tamara was talking about when she said she wants to bring this mother to the show because she wants to get to know her and try and understand why she's shouting. Because even when the sister-in-law had given her advice, please don't talk about this thing with our mom. Wait it out or something. And the uncle as well and the sister-in-law, in this case, they advised the mamazala, do not talk to her like this. Even try to eat something. At least you showed initiative. This girl showed something. The other mother-in-laws are busy cooking with their kids, with their daughters-in-laws. But do not, you want to be served and still not eat because it's almost 12 before the baby could eat. Why didn't she wake up and make the mtoho? Or why didn't she say to Tamara, please make the soft porridge for the baby first? Or something. She says, I told you, hey, this is Demakar. Guys, the words she uses, you are bad if your daughter stand with your daughter-in-law because the daughters are always on their mother's side. But in this case, she's like, this girl notices that mother is wrong, even though she said something snacks to say that Tamara's food is attracting flies. Flies get attracted by everything, right? It's not because the food is rotten or anything. And if it's rotten, it's their fault because Tamara got there and the groceries was already there. So it's not Tamara's issue that the food is having flies on it, right? I don't know. Also, the uncle as well. I feel like those are the things you need to teach someone. He can't complain in the diary session and say that Tamara brought him cold water to wash his hands. Guys, you can always say that, oh, Sissy, please go get warm water for me to wash my hands. This is how we do it in this family, because now he's busy saying, yeah, when you bring cold water, what's going to happen to your husband? Doesn't he have legs to go wash his hands by the sink? I understand, especially because of my culture as well, where we bring water for the guests to wash hands. People were struggling during COVID because the washing of hands needed to have two things. And then they will be like, two jars. The other one has jug of water, warm water or whatever, with soap. And then they all wash hands. You pour water into the hands and stuff. This thing of serving people with water and stuff, it just complicates things. I hope Tamara with her husband, petty husband, in future do not have to go through all of this nonsense that doesn't make sense in my head, because the kitchen is not that far for everyone to stand up and go wash their hands. Guys, so no matter what happens in that relationship between Bridget and Temba, she's not leaving. Because she says the stuff that he does are red flags, but she's not leaving for another girl to benefit from her work that she has done with Temba, because she worked hard to make him who he is and the type of guy he is now. For him to move to someone else, so he's not gonna do that. She's not gonna leave her man for all of these girls that could want him. And I'm like, you go, girl. You have to do this so that no one else can deal with Temba except for you and Cindy, because he's bringing Cindy into that relationship. That's what we had from him. So in the next scene, Tamara is taking off curtains to wash them, because the mother-in-law instructed her to wash the curtains. But is this not the house they just moved into? So they moved into this house with dirty curtains, or they found the curtains there dirty? I don't understand. So the uncle is there, and she's telling him that she didn't like how Koketso's mom spoke to her about her man coming into the house without asking permission from her. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand why they are always mad. These parents are mad about their sons coming to see their wives. Because as much as this show is so that you can bond with your daughter-in-law, your daughter-in-law does not get to bond with you at night. So why is this the thing where their children must ask for permission, or their own children must? I don't agree with it, but there are so many things I wouldn't agree with on this show. That the uncle says that she would talk to her to try and, so that she can reduce the tone or watch her tone or something, because the way she's speaking to Tamara, it seems like Tamara does not have anybody in her life. She's no one's daughter. And then Pindile goes out to dance with her daughters, and then she gets to talk to Lerato about the living arrangements that she's currently having in terms of her, if she gets married and stuff like that, and how the mother-in-law does not like her, so she will likely not even accept Lerato, who will come with Pindile into the marriage and stuff like that. And then, guys, I think people are right when they say you must choose good friends, because why was Nomonde coming into someone's yard with alcohol? I understand her coming into the yard to explain the parties that they are going to be having and stuff like that, and trying to see, but I feel like she's such a distraction. It's so unnecessary. Her distraction is not warranted. It's not like they have to have a drink all the time. But then they start talking about Bridget creating a fake account so that she can find out what type of a person Temba is and if he will take the bait and stuff like that. In my head, I'm going, why would you go to this extent to hurt yourself? Why don't you say that, oh, Maratemba will just give him money? He won't even go into details. He'll say, I am sorry. She can just go through his phone, hey? It's easy. I don't understand why she must go create a fake account. What is the word? Befriend him, then text him, inbox him, and all of those things. And what if he doesn't take the bait? It's not like they meet on social media where you know that this person, I met them on social media, so they are likely going to fall for something on social media. Even Nomonde is not agreeing to that stunt that she wants to pull, even though she had poured alcohol for her and she had 2 Red Bulls. Why did she have 2? No man, nah. And Bridget can say is that she has, what is this, babalazo. I don't think she had it. And you know what is happening? Bridget's mom comes in. She backers them and she asks, what is this? What are you doing? Why are you bringing alcohol into my home when I told you that you're not supposed to do that? Not no wonder offering that mother the kind of alcohol to say, take a sip, daddy can't, what do they call him? Not daddy, they call him another one. Umkulu can't see. So you can just sip and see how you are going to feel. I'm like, why would you do that to someone? Even this auntie is saying that she's being treated like she's not her mother. And like, I think in her head, she's probably going, I did say that this girl is not good for my Makoti because she still thinks that they're outside in the streets instead of emzing for old Bridget. Hi, guys. But then she ended up leaving. We didn't see how she ended up going to leave because Bridget ended up coming back to the house to finish washing dishes like she was asked. And then and when you're washing the dishes, and you are angry, she was doing that. And then she says, oh no, now you're coming back. I am done with the dishes. I am done. So she just stands there. Bridget is not, I think she's such a strong person. When I was gonna leave, she stands there and she gets kuzzled and being told that what you did is wrong. And then now they end up talking about why Bridget Temba chose her instead of his own mom, and if they're in a stable type of situation because what is happening. And we found out that their dad lobola that madam while this lady was in the relationship with the man, with Temba Senior. And then she says that they are not in a Temba because Temba's mom has already moved on. All I'm thinking is, I wonder if they divorced and so that guy passes on, can Temba's mom say that all the marriages he had done are null and void? I don't know why I'm having such thoughts, but it's just one of those things where I'm thinking, such a dangerous situation to be in, considering that when one pays lobola, it's automatic in coming to a property type of relationship, right? But I think that this mother is not that. It's not wrong, actually, to say, you can't do this in my own yard. I told you that I don't want someone who smokes or someone who does all of these things in as much as they own a bottle store. It just sounds like contradictory because you own a bottle store and then somehow, some way, you don't want alcohol in your yard. I wonder if they even go to church along the bottle store because how we roll, right? And Zizo is cleaning up there in the house and she's asking advisors about how to deal with issues if they experience them in their marriages. And then the mother-in-law said that you must not change, you must remain his girlfriend, make him nice food, like eating begins with the eyes before it goes into the stomach. And also, Upolani is used to those type of presentations around food and stuff like that. And now they also talk about the child that she left home that's being raised by her parents, about what is she planning to do with her boyfriend. And then she says that it will be better for Poland to pay Lobola so that she can possibly ask towards the child and raise the child with everyone, with the other children, so that they don't end up marrying each other. I'm like, go Zizo. And Pindile called Temba to find out what did he say to his aunt, because the things that is happening do not make sense, because the aunt has things that she's saying that does not make sense, considering that he only met her twice. So twice it is not good enough for someone. But for someone who's just judgmental, guys, I feel like they will always have things. And then Temba says that, but I have not checked up on you because you're a grown woman. Yo, Baba, you have a long way. You have a lot to learn if you're going to think that it's okay to not check on your potential wife while they're going through the worst case scenario that you have put them through, and you are acting like it's nothing. Because it's not nothing that Pindila has to go through such a mother-in-law that hates her so much, that shouts at her and asks her, what did you learn in your family? Who raised you? Type of thing. Like, Temba needs to do better, Shem. And I'm not going to say in the next episode because there's a mixed up. You do not see the scene build up and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching this recap. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe on the channel. See you guys in the next one.